The one underneath is definitely going to be
So
on.
one there, lift that out. Just like, okay, we good?
There you go.
So all the wort is now draining through the grains.
Yeah, and Jules has the sparge water, so we'll bring that in. And
Sparge water.
sparge water.
Watch out, hot pot.
Yeah.
Very exciting. Do you want to stand on something to do this?
Possibly.
I'll give you a. Here, Jules, put down an apple box. There you go.
You got it?
Sure. I don't have to.
See?
So the grain bed was set really well by pumping through the entire mash process. So the wort should be really nice and clear.
It smells great up here. There you go.
Excellent.
Cool, so I guess we just let that drain until we don't hear it
Pot's still hot.
draining.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And how do we get as much liquid out of this as possible?
I'm going to do that off camera because it's not going to be pretty. So we've drained it.
Yep.
It's done draining.
Sparged.
Put the sparge water through. Took off the pump. We're ready to boil. Do you want to set the temp?
Sure. And what are we setting it to?
212 is boiling. 212 Fahrenheit. We'll get rid of the grain colander. I think if we just lift this into the...
Is it still hot?
No.
Oh, look at that.
Cool. So, Doug, at this point, do you do a gravity reading of pre-boil?
You can. There's like no harm in it because whatever amount you take, you'll see where you're at. And generally, actually, what I do when I'm doing a pre-boil gravity is to figure out if we're close to our target gravity, and if we're not, we boil for longer.
Okay.
Just to bring it up a bit, just to concentrate it. So I'd say yes, let's do one. That's better.
There you go.
That's good. Based on this hydrometer adjustment, it's saying that our adjusted reading is 1.060. So you're a bit above where you would normally be, but that's okay.
So yeah, because we're shooting for an opening gravity of 1.053.
Yeah.
After boil.
This is pre-boil though, and you're going to
Yeah.
get higher after the boil. So you had a really good efficiency.
Wow.
So we got a lot of sugars out of the grains.
Yeah. So there is a way to adjust for that
Okay.
by adding water.
So after boil,
Yes.
add water.
Post-boil, add water, and you have to do a calculation based on what the final gravity reading is. And that means we're going to have some water ready.
Okay. Cool. So we're the temperature's rising for the boil. We should get the hops ready.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So it's pretty close to boiling. Let's take the lid off and see what happens.
All right.
Set it 11.
Set at 11. It's, ooh, it is boiling.
Oh, there we go. Beautiful.
Cool. Smells great.
It does smell good.
So there's quite a bit of foam on top.
Yep.
Do you wait for that to clear before you put in your hops?
You can do what's called the hot break. That's when this just disappears. But it looks to be boiling under there.
Yeah.
One of the ways, like sometimes this will boil over. The way to avoid this might actually boil over. Do you have a spray bottle with just water in it?
No.
Okay.
Let's dial back the power.
Yeah,
That works too.
because this could boil over. There are two ways that it's fairly easy. Do you have a hose? The other
Yep.
thing is a hose.
So dialing back the power.
Okay,
just,
dialing back the power worked. But, okay, so there's three ways. The first way, which is the way I favor, is I use copper pennies. I'll put about 5 copper pennies in there.
Really?
And the chemical reaction with the copper stops it from... Okay, so we have our break now. This is
Okay.
what's called hot break. You can now put the hops in, the
Cool.
first hop addition.
So
This
you've...
is the first one.
This is the first one. So there's 3 types of hops. You've given us the hop bill.
Yes.
Tell us what they are.
So we've got Magnum, Perle, and Cascade.
Okay.
So these are bittering hops. We're using mostly Cascade because Cascade has that very American flavor. So do we already have them in there?
Nope.
So it's this one, I presume.
Do you want to just put that in there?
And just dunk that in there.
So Cascade, Perle, and Magnum go in first.
Correct.
So you want all 3?
Yeah, it should go in the... There.
No, this one comes. This is all the first edition?
That's the first edition.
Oh, so this all goes in. You didn't combine them.
No, I did
Oh,
them separately.
Let's do it then.
So it's
That would be
Cascade, Perle, and Magnum.
Correct. So the most of the hops, it's half an ounce of Cascade, half an ounce of Perle, and 0.818 of Magnum.
And then in 45 minutes, we put in the next one.
Yes, and that'll just be an ounce of Cascade.